1-2. One, two, 1-2. And hello, everyone. Welcome to Sting TV. We are at Wasatch High School. Wasatch Wasp basketball, boys basketball. This is 5A Region 8 action. The Wasps of Wasatch with a 6-5 region record and a 9-11 overall record host the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles with a 7-3 region record and a 9-7 overall record. We welcome everybody here. Sting TV, thanks for joining us. I'm Brent Martindale, all by myself tonight. Missing everyone, all the camera crews and all the students that do such a great job here, and of course missing Corey Lang, who knows the game of basketball. We again welcome you, and we're just a minute away from National Anthem and this big game. So while we have a minute or two, let's just talk a little bit about the teams. Both teams coming in with, as we mentioned, decent records. Maple Mountain's second place at the moment in Region 8 with that 7-3 record. And Wasatch in fourth place at 6-5. That is again tonight before the games begin. Park City is at Provo tonight. Provo in third place, 5-4, and they better watch out for the Miners. Miners absolutely overwhelmed Wasatch Tuesday night in Park City, and completely surprised. Well, not a complete surprise by any means. Coach Malstead said that Park City played so well, shot really well, and ended up beating Wasatch 82-65. Again, that was Tuesday night. Payson actually beat Maple as well Tuesday night. And both teams then are on 2-game losing streaks. So we'll talk about that just a little bit here. We're going to pause for the National Anthem, and we'll join you here in just a minute.
Very, very nice. Nice job.
And it's a great night here at Wasatch High School. Glad to have basketball actually going. We know we're in a situation with the COVID that has made many sports and teams be missed. and we're very grateful to have it going here. And I'm positive there's not a player or coach out there right now that's not thinking the same. They're just glad to be playing and glad to be healthy. We hope all of you are healthy and strong as they introduce the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. We want to highlight just a couple of those players. They have 3 players. 3 of their starters are in double-figure averages scoring for the season. Owen Blakey leads the team 13.8 points per game. Seth Cromanhook, 10.8 points per game. And Chris Rollins, 10.1. They also have, as we hear Wasatch having their starter start, Cooper Littledike for the Golden Eagles, also averaging 11 points. So I mentioned 3. There's 4 of their starters in double figures. After that, it drops off a little bit, but I'm sure a very supportive crowd on that team. Wasatch being introduced now here in the nest. I actually count about 7 students here. And, of course, it is the beginning of a President's Day weekend. Students weren't even in class today because of professional day, work day for the teachers. So many students had a 4-day weekend. All right, we are talking really quickly just about the Wasatch starters. The starters have gone very consistent throughout this year. Jackson Anderson leading the team, 12.8 points per game. Ball Rod Foster coming by and saying hello. Sorry, excuse me. Cole Magnuson averaging 3.9 points per game, but averaging a whopping 5 rebounds per game, has been very instrumental in success for the Wasps. Actually not starting tonight. We were not able to get the story soon enough on why he's not starting, but he is replaced tonight by Dakota Thacker. And Thacker's done a great job coming off the bench at times. So here we go. We are starting. Wasatch wins the tip. And quickly there's a shot. Very quickly a shot by Windsor. Had a pretty good look for a 3 and no good. Maple Mountain with 3 really strong guards and 2 really strong forwards. That's probably the way that you would describe their offense, their athleticism. And maybe one of their guys is a center, but they obviously really rely on the quickness of their guards. Wasatch comes back down and they will take over. No score. We're just starting this game. And once again, thank you for joining us here on Sting TV. Wasatch desperately needing a win. Both teams really needing a win in this Region 8. As we mentioned, both teams on 2-game losing streaks in the region. That will be the second traveling violation in a row by the Golden Eagles. We mentioned the games, both teams, hurting just a little bit after those losses. Payson, of course, not a rollover. They actually are leading the league right now. They are first in Region 8, 9-2. As we see a steal there by Maple Mountain, they will come down and set up. Once again, they're doing a lot of pick and roll, and there's the first bucket of the game. And that is by Maple Mountain. That's Cromanhook. Cromanhook appears to be, looks like he's about 6'3". And that ball will go out of bounds. And we'll go to Wasatch. Wasatch with the ball. Their regular starters in the game, except for Cole Magnuson, not starting tonight, and we'll get that story eventually There's an open three. Ballstead, good. Right down the pipe. And it is 3-2 Wasatch. Cromanhook drives, and the ball is knocked out of his hands by Thacker. Thacker in there getting this opportunity for the start tonight and taking advantage. Golden Eagles would take the ball out from under their own basket. That's a very nice looking quick three by the Golden Eagles. Blakey, Owen Blakey. Wasatch takes over. Similar, very similar offenses by these teams. In and out for Windsor. That looked like it was more in than out. Maple Mountain drives. There's a three-point attack just off the mark by Cromanhook. They're going to call that foul on Rollins. That's basically the first foul of the game. Here, we're already 3 minutes into the first quarter. Wasatch will come down like we mentioned. There's Cromanhook, gets the ball up top. Thacker gets the ball up top, setting screens. Anderson kicks it off. There's a long three-pointer down the pipe. That is Hughes with his first bucket of the game, and just like that, it is 6-2. Wasatch definitely not afraid to launch the threes tonight. Cromanhook for Maple Mountain drives. Very aggressive. Great baseline drive. And, they're not going to give him the shots. They're going to say he was fouled before the shot. We'll take that. And Maple Mountain will take the ball under their own basket. Close guarding. There's Cromanhook. And a great dish underneath to Kadlidecki for his first bucket of the game. Wasatch drives down quickly. Last couple of games, Windsor has been shooting great percentage. It's another long three by Wasatch, that time by Jackson Anderson. There's a drive. No foul call, but he gets his own rebound. Owen Blakey, great work there under the basket. Drove, missed the first shot, got his rebound, took it again, and got fouled.
That was number 22.
Owen Blakey will shoot two, makes the first. And and we're looking at Cole Magnuson checking into the game now. Dakota Thacker comes out, did his job, got a couple rebounds. And an assist also. Both free throws made. 6-6 is the score. And Wasatch takes over high at the half-court mark. They were, and now moving it a little bit closer. This is Colin Hughes, drives, loses it, saves it, gives it to Magnuson. Magnuson's going to turn and shoot, and it's good. Cole Magnuson into the game the first 30 seconds and makes an impact. Quick drive here by Maple Mountain. And the steal by Wasatch. Tough defense. And Hughes will bring the ball down. We'll talk just a little bit throughout the night about these two teams. This Region 8 very much still open. Payson definitely with the better record, distancing themselves a little bit from the rest of the region at 9-2, but Maple really close at 7-3. This is an important game for them, obviously. But Wasatch, still in this. There's another big three, this time by Jackson Anderson. And that's 3 Wasatch Wasps with 3-pointers. 11-6 is the lead for the Wasps. talking about what we were saying a minute ago, this region, and there's Mount Magnuson with his first big block of the night. Wasatch comes down quickly. Joe Wonder has checked into the game. There's a baseline drive, attempted reverse by Hawk Ballstead. Misses, lands on the floor. Maple Mountain comes down and turns it over. So Wasatch will take over. Ballstead's going to take a seat. Windsor comes back into the game. Anderson, Hughes, Windsor, and Wonder are the 4 guards in there at the moment. Cole Magnuson posting up top, doing a little pick and roll there. And Wonder so quick, just a little too quick for himself, and gets the travel call. Maple Mountain will take over. And they come down quickly. There was a full court pressure that time by Wasatch. There's a 3-point attempt, no good by Maple. By Blakey, he misses it, but the offensive rebound goes to Everett, and they start over again. And that looked like a very close travel violation as well. There's the drive by Ledecky, kicks it out to Everett. Everett drives and clogged up again in the middle. Maple being patient, tried a couple of lanes, but this time it looks like they're a little more patient rather than just shooting the 3. That time that was a 12-foot jump shot by Stevens, goes off the mark. Here's another long 3-pointer again, and that time Cole Magnuson looks like gets a little tangled up and gets his first foul charged on that rebound. Probably a little over the back. And Maple will take over. The Golden Eagles down 6-11 at the moment. There's Croman Hook drives, kicks out. Blakey with the ball again. He kicks it to Everett. Everett looks like he's going to take the 3. Maple definitely holding off on those 3s just a little bit more. And there's a beautiful give and go. That time, Ledecky. Little Dyke. I'm so sorry I was pronouncing that name wrong. Little Dyke. Beautiful shot there and a pass by Croman Hook. And that makes it 11-8. Wasatch passing the ball around. Hardly even dribbled the ball. There's the first drive that time. Anderson tries to pass it down along the baseline, and it's knocked out of bounds by Little Dyke of the Golden Eagles. 11-8, 31 seconds left here in this first quarter. Wasatch with the ball underneath their own basket. They're going to get it to Anderson. He's going to do a little post move, a little soft J, and good for Jackson Anderson. Anderson with 5 points, 20 seconds left here in the quarter. Maple gets the shot they want, gets the offensive rebound, goes up again, and it's knocked away, and no foul called. So Maple will have the ball underneath their own basket. 15.6 seconds left. Maple, Croman Hook thought about taking that 3. There's a 3-pointer off the mark by Everett. Wasatch has 7 seconds. They can do something here to go into the second quarter. There's a long 3-pointer just off the mark, but Anderson gets his own rebound and puts it back up and just misses. And so the end of the first quarter, Wasatch takes a 13-8 lead in over Maple Mountain. We're going to let you go ahead and watch the cheerleaders. Thanks for joining us here on Sting TV. And welcome back here to Nest. Wasatch at the beginning here of the second quarter. Wasatch Wasps 13-8 over Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. For the Wasps, Joe Wonder, Colin Hughes, Hawk Ballstead, and Garrett Windsor are the guards, and Cole Magnuson is the center. Maple with the ball. There's a long three-pointer. First three-point attempt in a little while for Maple. It's off the mark. And Wasatch takes over. Colin Hughes left wide open in the corner. Shoots a three, no good. And it looks like we have a jump ball on the rebound. Possession will stay with Wasatch. Wasatch taking the ball underneath their own basket will take over here. We're just starting the second quarter. For those that are just joining us by any chance, again, we thank you for joining us on Sting TV. Wasatch nursing a 13-8 lead. There's a big three-pointer. Colin Hughes. 3 players hitting three-pointers for the Wasps. 16-8, largest lead of the night for Wasatch. Cromanhook with a beautiful fake, and got Magnuson just off his feet a little bit and drove for a big basket. There's another three-point attempt by Wasatch off the mark by Ballstead. Maple Mountain will take over. And there is a drive by Averett. He's going to get called for the offensive foul. And I believe that was Windsor that took that charge for the Wasps. 16-10. Wasatch is up with 6:20 left here in the first half. Wasatch takes over. Back into the game is Thacker, giving Mount Magnuson a rest. And it looks like this time the offensive charge against Wasatch. Looks like Windsor actually looked like he got tripped, but they called that anyway on Windsor. Here's full court pressure this time by Wasatch. And just a full court man without a lot of double team pressure at any time. Maple taking over, down 10-16. And we got Hawk Ballstead, I believe, down on the court. And there's a three-point shot made by Rollins. Hawk Ballstead is hurt. He is hurt off the court. Can't put pressure on that left foot, and it's looking like an ankle. Ballstead still over off the side. They're obviously going to need a sub here. Joe Wonder looks like he will check in. Ballstead definitely injured and off nursing that foot. It was away from the basket. The basket was made by Averett. Three-point attempt. And there's another three-point attempt by Garrett Windsor, his second three-pointer of the night. Extends the lead back to 6, 19-13 Wasatch, as you can see there on the scoreboard. We'll keep you up to date on the Hawk Ballstead injury. There's another little short jumper missed by Maple Mountain, taken over, rebounded by Wasatch, and they will take over. Wonder checking into the game for Ballstead. Ballstead over there being looked at right now on the training table. Here's a one-on-none opportunity for Maple, and they get it good. That's Averett with the heads up rebound and pass by Rollins. That brings Maple back within 4 19-15, almost a steal there. Joe Wonder drives. There's a wide open three. Good. Colin Hughes. Maple down quickly. Not looking close enough, and Coach Ballstead not happy about that. Wasatch not getting back quickly enough, and Coach Ballstead is going to talk to the team.
Full timeout. Called by Wasatch, full timeout.
The bucket there by Maple puts the lead for Wasatch to 5. The lead has been 8 here in the second quarter. That's the largest lead of the night. And again, what happened in that last sequence, we had the three-point make by Colin Hughes. And I don't know if you could say it. It looked like Wasatch rebelled just a little bit, hit it too much. But Maple did not waste any time. 2 quick passes to go the full length of the floor and found Cromanhook open and made the easy layup. And so what was a 7-point lead quickly dissolved to a 5-point lead by the quick play. And I'm pretty sure that's what Ballstead is talking to his team about here at the timeout. And because that is at least the 3rd time now that Maple has pushed very quickly the ball up full court, and all 3 times scored on kind of fast break opportunities. So we expect to see something different there. We take over here for after the Wasatch timeout, and there's a turnover by Wasatch. Again, down quickly is Maple. Wide open three-pointer for Cromanhook, and it is good. Cromanhook lighting it up at the moment, leading all scorers with 9 points. I take that back. Hughes also has 9 points for Wasatch. Cromanhook definitely not afraid to shoot, averaging 10 points a game, and he's already at his average. There's a drive. Their drive by Hughes. A 3-point attempt by Windsor. Good. Almost looked like he got his hand slapped after the shot. And that is good. Windsor now, his second 3-pointer of the night, 6 points. Maple comes down very quickly. Neither team right now would have any trouble with a shot clock if there ever was one here in high school. Both getting shots off quickly. Not many fouls on basket attempts, shot attempts tonight for both teams. I've seen players come down, go up for layups, a little bumping going on, going down to the floor, and no calls have been played for either team. It seems like most of the fouls have been called over the back rebounds. There's a quick 3-pointer off the shot. Colin Hughes now with 12 points. I believe that's his 4th 3-pointer. 12 points, and they're going to call that foul this time on Magnuson. Not set enough, looks like. Was hoping for a little, wanted to take the charge there, but Magnuson now with 2 fouls. No players for Wasatch with more than 2 fouls. 2:49 left here in the first half. And I don't see a player on the Maple Mountain team with more than 1 foul. Cromanhook with a pretty good look. Checking into the game for Wasatch is Will Smith. Wasatch, there's a quick jumper by Windsor. Looked pretty good out inside the top of the key. And just a little 7-footer. There's Cromanhook with similar shot to the side of the key, and his goes in. The lead is now 6, 28-22 for Wasatch. Lead grew just a second ago there, up to 8 again, which would be still the largest lead of the night for Wasatch. Maple coming way out. It's like they're not wanting Wasatch anymore, obviously, to take the 3-pointers, so they're coming way out to defend. which is allowing them to drive a little bit right there. You saw Jackson Anderson getting his defender to come way out to protect the three. Did a little head fake, got his defender up a little bit, and then drove past him and got the foul called. Again, neither team near the 1-and-1 for team fouls at this point. Wasatch with 5 fouls as a team, and Maple with 4. 1:51 left here in the first half, and Wasatch will take over with a 6-point lead. Checking back into the game is Joe Wonder. Will Smith still in the game, Jackson Anderson, Garrett Windsor, and Colin Hughes. There's basically 5 guards in the game right now for Wasatch. Windsor, of course, has great post moves, can be definitely considered a forward. And once again, Maple comes down quickly, and they've had some good looks. There's an offensive board, and that is a bucket, offensive bucket and score by Little Dyke. Little Dyke, I believe, was 6 points tonight, leading the Golden Eagles for his Croman hook with 11 points tonight. There's a shot by Wasatch just off the mark, off the back iron, but they'll get the offensive rebound and start again. 48 seconds left here in the first half. Wasatch doesn't look like they're going to wait for one shot. They're looking for the next available shot, and they're going to take it. Being patient, there's a drive and pass. Windsor, once again, a little contact there, and refs are pretty consistently for both teams not calling anything on the offensive drive. Croman hook, boy, with a great look, missed the layup. And that time, Little Dyke cleans it up with the offensive board and the bucket. The lead is now down to 2. That is a 6-0 run by Maple. Shot clock down to 3. There's still no calls underneath. Offense did a pretty good job of getting a couple of offensive boards there. Neither of them could fall, and no calls on those. But I can hear both coaches talking. Yeah, there's Coach Ballstead out talking to the refs. I would imagine he's saying, "Are you guys ever going to call a foul on the shot?" But again, both coaches I've seen both be able to talk just a little bit. So here's the story as we go into, before we have you watch the drill and cheer. The lead at one point for Wasatch was 8, 2 different times during the second quarter. Maple brought it back each time within 4, but now the run here at the end, a 6-0 run by Maple, has resulted in a halftime score of 28-26, and that would have to be a happy locker room probably for Maple. Not shooting great, but still in this game by all means. Wasatch shooting a little better, and just kind of slowed down just a little bit there at the end. The end of the second quarter, they had a pretty good high shooting average, but missed their last 2 or 3 shots and a couple of turnovers, and just like that 8-point lead comes down to 2. So 28-26, Wasatch into the halftime, and we'll go ahead and take a break here in a minute. We'll take a break here as the teams start to ready the drill or cheer. We're not sure that they'll get ready to come on out. Once again, we thank you for joining us here on Sting TV. I'm Brent Martindale, and for everyone in the studio, we thank you for joining us here on Sting TV.
We'd also like to thank Soldier Son, our Soldier Holiday. by Wasatch High School Athletics along with the Hut Buffet and Chicks Buffet. The Insurance Center is one of our proud sponsors of Wasatch High School Athletics as we go onto the floor for a shooting contest. This is for $20. Yes. That's for 50 cents. He's up to $1 now. $1 nothing. Ready, $4. It helps to hit the rim. There you go. Getting closer.
Let's take a look at the stats here.
We'd also like to thank Rack of the Nuns for their sponsorship of Wasatch High School Athletics. We have one with a bad foot. And whoa! 3 for 3.
And welcome back, everybody. We are at Wasatch High School in the Nest. This is Wasatch High School boys basketball here on Sting TV. We appreciate you joining us here tonight, where all you may be. Whether you're Wasatch fans or Maple Mountain fans, we welcome you. And thank you for joining us. I'm Brent Martindale here, all alone tonight. Once again, missing the crew, cameramen, camera guys and girls who do such a great job with the games here. And, of course, missing Corey Lang. And as we begin action here in the second half, Wasatch with a 28-26 lead over the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. And here we go, starting the second half. Both teams definitely in search of a much-needed win, both on 2-game losing streaks. Maple Mountain 7-3 in the region play. Maple comes out quickly, shoots a 3, misses, but there's Jackson Anderson for the Wasps with his second three-pointer of the night. Maple Mountain comes down quickly and scores. That's Owen Blakey. And I can hear Coach Ballstead getting on his team. That's at least the third time going back into the second quarter in just the last few minutes of the second quarter that Wasatch has scored a basket, and Maple has quickly gotten the ball back down and scored. And you can hear Coach Ballstead right there yelling at his guys, get back faster. You can hear him cheering them on, talking to them. There's a drive there by Wasatch and stepped out of bounds, so Maple Mountain will take over. It's 31-28. Long three-pointer, this time good by Little Dyke. Little Dyke quietly 9 points tonight. I say quietly because he shoots the ball only occasionally, but he and there's a drive blocked that time. That's Windsor with the block. Little Dyke, like I was saying, quietly scoring. Both teams not able to handle the ball at the moment. And no fouls called. I think those are good no calls at this point. There's a second three-pointer by Maple Mountain. And that's Rollins, and quickly, just like that, they have taken a lead. So going back into the second quarter, Maple has basically gone on a 10-2 run. And there's another three-pointer there by Jackson Anderson to tie it. So we're now looking at this game going back and forth. Probably easily at least the fourth lead change since the game started. There's one of the first fouls called on a shot, and the basket goes in for Rollins. So he will have a shot at a three-point play here. Colin Hughes got called for the foul, and that's only his first foul. Windsor's going to come out of the game. And Magnuson, correction, that's, Magnuson will come in and Thacker will come out. And this is Rollins. He'll take a shot to misses the three-point play, foul shot. But Maple still up 36-34. Wasatch desperately looking for some more help, and this time another turnover has led to another quick bucket there by Maple. By Little Dyke, got the steal and the full court layup to make it 38-34, and that's enough for Ballstead. He's going to call a timeout to talk to his team. Also earlier, another story here for Wasatch is Huck Ballstead is out with an injury. We've watched him basically it was at about 4 minutes left in the second quarter. And coincidentally, or who knows, but it was been at that point that Wasatch kind of lost momentum. You can't necessarily blame one player causing all that, the run by Maple, but sometimes it's just a little disruption that can just throw a team off a little bit. Ballstead went over to the trainer, couldn't walk on his foot, clear into, in fact, they had an ice bag on his foot at the start of the halftime. They now have him taped, shoe and sock back on, and he's trying to walk it off. Just observationally, he is not looking like he's going to be able to play. There's another turnover. This time Maple getting the steal, and Wasatch trying to get it down low. Almost a steal by Windsor. And there is a drive. We're going to see here if they're going to call the basket good. They did. They called the basket good. Foul's going to be charged on Jackson Anderson. And when things are going right for one team and not for the other, that's kind of the moment right now. Maple now with a 6-point lead. So we're talking about from midway through the second quarter till now, 5 minutes left in the third quarter, Maple has turned around an 8-point deficit to now a 6-point lead. Wasatch looks like Maple has gone into a zone defense, forcing Wasatch to take the shots. They have had a couple of three-pointers Wasatch has made here in the second half, but Maple has countered with a high percentage shooting, and there's the third time in a row down for Maple that they've shot and been fouled. So Rollins went up for the little jump shot, got tapped by I believe it was Wonder for Wasatch. This time the first free throw by Rollins is good. Rollins with 9 points tonight and has a 10-point season average, 10-point per game season average. And he makes the second. And just like that, he has his season average. Wasatch coming down. Part of this new defense that Maple they've come out really high and obviously trying to take away the easy three-point attempt by Wasatch. And so far it's paid off. Wasatch, that's another three-point way downtown. Three-point attempt by Hughes. Goes off the rim and over the backboard, so Maple will take over. Quickly driving down again. There's Cromenhook, kicks it out. Another three-point attempt, good. The difference in three-point make percentage for Maple in the first half to second half is tremendous. I'm willing to lay my life on the fact that Maple probably shot 10% three-point attempts in the first half, and now I believe they are 4 of 5 here in the second half. Here just in the third quarter, only 5 minutes into the third quarter. Here's Windsor with another attempt off the mark, and Wasatch has gone cold. Down 11 now. Maple with another opportunity here to spread their lead. Another three-point attempt just off the mark, and Windsor will come up with it. Wasatch looked like they could have had numbers if they'd hustled down, but they're going to set up, do their offense. They're trying to get the ball into Magnuson. They do, but it's stolen. It's stolen by Little Dyke. And once again, Wasatch comes out empty. Wasatch has not scored in 3.5 minutes and has only scored 6 points here in the quarter. On the other hand, Maple Mountain, another three-point attempt, no good. But the offensive rebound by Maple Mountain. Here's looking. They are not afraid to shoot that three. There's a drive by Blakey, and he's going to get fouled. Wasatch already with 4 fouls here. 4 team fouls here in the third quarter. Still 2:25 left in the quarter. All 4 of those fouls have been shooting fouls. Blakey hits the first free throw. Wasatch getting a couple of subs here. Robbie Glenn into the game for Wasatch. And he's going to bring the ball down. So we got Glenn, Jackson Anderson. There's a beautiful pass down low, and Magnuson puts it in. Thacker got the ball at the top of the key, pass it down to a wide open Magnuson, and he puts in the bucket for his second bucket of the night. He has 4 points. That brings the lead to 11 for Maple Mountain. Maple up 47-36. And looking like they're changing just a little bit. They're stepping back. Oh, there's a beautiful pass down low. Roman Hook got the ball down low. This time Thacker contested the shot. I think a good foul. Once again, 5 fouls for Wasatch this half. No fouls from Maple. And all 5 fouls have been shooting fouls. Maple basically probably shooting around 60 to 70% of their free throws out of those 5 shooting fouls. Croman Hook makes the first and sinks the second. That's 13 points for Croman Hook tonight for Maple Mountain. Wasatch takes over with 1:33 left here in the third quarter, moving it around quickly. They get it down low to Magnuson again. He puts it up just off the mark. Steal by Hughes. He's going to go up, get fouled. So Blakey had the rebound, and it looked to me like Coach Ballstead has been pushing his guys to get back faster, and they were, except Hughes was right behind Blakey, stole the ball after the rebound, went up for the shot, got fouled. That is, as we mentioned, the first foul of the second half for Maple Mountain. And we're 1:20 left in the third quarter. Hughes misses the first, sinks the second. The lead is now 12 for Maple Mountain. Maple does come down quickly again. Wasatch now in a zone themselves, a 2-3 zone, both guards coming out very high. And Maple's going to be very patient at this point. They're up 12, 57 seconds left in the third quarter. And they're going to get it down low, and there's a beautiful pass by Croman Hook to Little Dyke. And made it look easy. Little Dyke with 13 points. Once again, Wasatch tries to get it inside, and the ball is stolen. So Maple has a chance here to extend their 14-point lead. 14-point lead with 23 seconds left. They're coming out, and of course, easily they're going to take the last shot. Wasatch coming out of them quickly. Clear up almost by the half court. 10 seconds, 7 seconds left here. And that's a shot just off the mark by Blakey. And that's how the third quarter will end. Devastating quarter for Wasatch. Beginning the quarter up 2. Wasatch only scored 8. I take that back. 9 points in the third quarter. And Maple Mountain scoring 24 points. 25 points. And just like that, that's how a lead gets big. Maple up 51-37. And Wasatch definitely in need of changing the momentum of this game. And Maple, on the other hand, done everything they did right to change the momentum completely. And I believe that started at the end of the second quarter when they went on a 6-0 run to eliminate the 8-point lead that Wasatch had, and to be able to bring that back going into halftime only down 2, and it has not changed since then. Wasatch will take the ball out at the half court. At the half court. Once again, down 14. Wasatch trying to change the look of that high pressure from the guards of Maple Mountain. Windsor will come back into the game. Thacker comes out. Yeah, the big change again for Maple, they have 2 guards that have come out and just said no more easy 3-pointers for Wasatch, although they've taken some and that looked like a kick, but another turnover for Wasatch. And Magnuson's going to get called for the foul. It just looked like he was going for the ball on the floor, but he's going to get called for his 3rd foul. I take that back. The scoreboard says 4th personal foul, and that means he's going to come out. Thacker comes back in. He got a drink, caught his breath. He'll be good. Maple takes the ball out under their own basket with a 14-point lead. 7:24 left in this game. Wasatch desperately looking for a stop and score here to get some energy and some confidence back after having led most of the first half. Lots of ball movement, very little dribbling, and lots of passing. The shot by Blakey is no good, and Wasatch brings it down. So they got the stop they were hoping for. Now Wasatch desperately needing a score. Thacker gets it down low, puts it up, doesn't get the foul call, and I think a good no call there. And Maple comes down with it. That was probably the look they wanted. There's a 3-point attempt by Maple. In and out, and back in again. So another 3-pointer. And just like that, the lead grows to 17. Wasatch has not scored. There's a 3-pointer by Joe Wonder. That's the first bucket of the night for the junior. Getting lots of playing time here in the second half with Hawk Halstead looking like he's not going to make it back. Lacey Brown working with Hawk out in the hallway. I can see him out there. Gromenhoek gets the 10-foot jump shot off the back iron, but Maple gets the rebound. There's a drive and basket good by Blakey. They're going to call that foul on Dakota Thacker. Thacker's going to get the foul called, and this game just keeps widening. This lead for Maple. Unbelievable. Maple has done everything they needed to do to get the lead back in this game. Wasatch at the moment looking a little out of sorts. And Wasatch is going to call a timeout, full timeout. And welcome back here to the Nest. 5 minutes, 43 seconds left in this game. Wasatch finds themselves down 16 after having led at the half by 2. Basically, Maple Mountain has gone from that point, from the start of the third quarter, Maple has gone on a 30-12 run. There's an offensive foul. Checking into the game earlier for Wasatch. Yeah, checking into the game earlier was Tucker Engelbright for Wasatch. And just now, Hawk Ballstead has checked into the game. Arguably, this game changed when Hawk Ballstead went down with an injury halfway through the second quarter. Again, one player doesn't necessarily make that much of a difference with points or steals or rebounds, but sometimes chemistry gets, and they go immediately at Ballstead. Maple goes immediately, drives on Ballstead. Engelbright trying to get the rebound there. He's going to get fouled. Engelbright definitely putting some body in there, got himself some good position, and is fouled on that rebound attempt. Wasatch will take over. Engelbright's going to take a three-pointer just off the mark. He looked very confident taking that. Engelbright is another one of the talented juniors for Wasatch. There's a three-point attempt by Maple, another one good. Once again, the hot three-point shooting by Maple has doomed Wasatch here in this fourth quarter. Windsor will take a three in and out. Engelbright fighting in there again for the rebound. Almost got the tip from the rebound into the basket, lingered off the front rim. And a no call there. Windsor looked like he did a little body check. And but a no call, and Maple will keep the possession. The lead is now 59-40. And a devastating run for the Golden Eagles over Wasatch at this point. There's a three-point attempt, no good. And Wasatch will get it. This time they're going to do a little fast break. Engelbright comes down. Engelbright has definitely showed great energy coming in, which is exactly what Wasatch has needed. It's only the third foul, team foul by Maple here in the entire second half. Wasatch at 8. Engelbright gets the ball at the top of the key, gets it down to Windsor. Windsor looked like he was going to post up. There's Hawk Ballstead, who turned back into the game and hit a three-pointer. And that brings the lead back down to 16. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Wasatch definitely needs another stop, steal, something. Maple just has to take care of the ball. And they try to get the ball down low. They looks like the refs are going to go ahead and confer with each other on that. Looks like another ref comes in. And now it looks like they're going to stay. They're going to keep it with Maple. That just looked like it was off the great hustle play there by Rollins, but he just tripped, and the ball went out of bounds, but they actually called it off of Ballstead. So Maple Mountain is going to call a timeout here to try to slow down a little bit of a push here by Wasatch. The lead is 16, 59-43, and we're going to go ahead and let you watch the Wasatch cheerleaders, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the action here. Thanks for joining us here on Sting TV. We're here in the Nest, Wasatch High School. Wasatch hosting the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. Wow. All I could say is wow with that play. The drive that time by Blakey ran into Hughes. Was obviously a foul, but then Blakey just did a little a little flip up. Ball went in the bucket and they called it good. Missed the free throw. Wasatch will take it, but the basket hurts. Lead back to 18. Wasatch running out of time here. They need quick buckets and quick stops against a surging Maple Mountain team. Here's Hawk Ballstead, hits his second three-pointer in the last minute and a half. The lead back to 15. 2:44 left in the game. Maple, once again, just has to take care of the ball. Wasatch coming way out now in a man defense. There's a three-point attempt by Maple, no good. I'm not sure why at this point they'd want to shoot the three-pointer, but, you know, they've had such a great percentage. There's a big pass down low to Windsor from Ballstead. Wasatch basically on a 7-2 run. Brings the lead to 13. And again, you just think Maple would just want to take care of the ball. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left. And there is a foul. Coach Ballstead just screaming. It's like he's trying to get a technical. They're just on that last play. Windsor scored. It just definitely looked like there was some body contact. And he just wanted that foul. Cromanhook hits the first. He's got 14 points. Blakey has 16 points. And Little Dyke has 13 points. And Rollins has 10. Wasatch will take over. Once again, down by 15. That shot's off the mark. Hawk Ballstead somehow is back in this game. Looked like he was completely unable to walk. There's a great move that time by Rollins. Just took everybody at Wasatch by surprise. Wasatch coming to try to deny the ball. And that time Rollins just did the quick head fake and a great layup. 65-48 is the lead. Wasatch, minute 35. They don't have much time. They got to do something quickly. Here. They get it down low to Thacker. Thacker puts it in. Hughes to Thacker. Makes it a 15-point lead for Maple Mountain. And a minute 16 left. Wasatch needs to do something. They need to foul. They need to make some type of action happen. There is a double team and a beautiful pass and another bucket by Cromanhook. Well done by Maple. Wasatch takes the ball. 56 seconds. There's another down low pass to Windsor. At this point, Maple not wanting to foul. And once he was down low, Windsor was down low with the ball. They let him go and made the layup. So once again, the basket on the Maple end made it a 17-point lead, and then the bucket by Wasatch keeps them within 15. We want to thank all those involved with Sting TV. We hope we appreciate all of you being with us here at Sting TV at Wasatch High School. Sting TV doing a great job of trying to provide as much as they can during this COVID time for all the sports to be able to be seen and for everyone to get involved. Wasatch Wasps down 15, 52-67, as you can see on your screen there. 50.8 seconds. And there's a inadvertent buzzer. I think the play started without the proper time going out from the timeout. Maple's going to come down quickly, try to break that press. Once again, Rollins with a great drive, got past his man and missed the layup. Wasatch will take over. Hughes is going to come out quickly. 32 seconds. There's a cross pass. Jackson Anderson's going to take a three and just off the mark, gets his own offensive rebound. Gets it down low to Magnuson. Can't hold on to it. And Wasatch will get another chance. There's Hughes. Puts the soft 5-foot jumper in. 54-67. The lead is 13. And that's going to be the game. So Hughes is going to try to steal the ball with 4 seconds. Got charged with the foul. And he got charged, and that means there's going to be free throws. Rollins is charged with the foul. I believe what Ballstead is telling the refs right now, all those bumps on shots, and you called that one? Rollins misses the first. Rollins has had an excellent game on both ends of the floor. He has 12 points and multiple assists. He makes the second to give him 13 points. And the clock runs down, and Wasatch will lose this game tonight. 68-54 is the final score. 68-54. And we'll talk just a little bit here about this game and some of the highlights and lowlights. We want to thank first, really quickly, we want to thank the sponsors of Sting TV: Dairy King, Labrum Auto here in Heber City, Mountain Land, and Heber Valley Cheese. They've done a great job of supporting Sting TV and the other entities of the athletic department at Wasatch High School. We want to thank them. 68-54 once again is the final score. Colin Hughes led Wasatch with 15 points. Garrett Windsor ends up with 10. And Jackson Anderson ends up with 13. Huck Ballstead, in limited time, having gone out of the game with an injury midway through the second quarter, he ended up with 12, had two big three-pointers in the fourth quarter after getting taped up and brought back to life by trainer Lacey Brown. He was able to come in and give a little bit of a spark. The lead at one point for Maple was 19, but in the first half, the lead twice for Wasatch was 8. Once again, the halftime score, Wasatch was up 28-26. And then from that point on, really it was 2 minutes, with 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter before the half. Maple went on a 6-0 run to make that lead from 8 down to 2, and that was the momentum they needed going into the half. They came out on fire after probably shooting 15% from the floor for 3-point attempts. They came out and on fire in the second half, especially in that third quarter. That was the difference in the game. The teams over the second quarter, Maple scored 33 points in the third quarter. Wasatch ended up with 14 points, and that was the difference in the game. The lead at the end was 14 points. So, how does this line each team up in Region 8? Well, it helps Maple Mountain. They were in second. They now have an 8-3 record, just behind Payson, who played tonight. I believe Payson was at Spanish Fork. Spanish Fork has been tough, and they did finally get their first win in region this last week, but they are 1-16 overall, and so you kind of have to think that Payson's probably going to win that one, and so they'll probably go at 10-2, but Maple's sitting real good at 8-3. Wasatch drops to 6-6. However, they're probably still going to end up somewhere in that fourth place. Springville beat Wasatch last week. They were at Salem Hills tonight. Salem Hills, kind of the same type of team, 5-5. Springville's 5-5. Salem Hills 5-6. Wasatch 6-5. Now they're 6-6. So, you know, these type of games are really big, especially when you're looking at the RPI rankings, which are now in the third week, and there's only one more week of region play left. I believe there's just 2 more games for the teams. Now, some of the teams have had COVID cancellations or postponements, and those games will be rescheduled, but at this point, there's only a week or so left of the regular season. The RPI rankings right now in the 5A in Utah, Timpview has taken over the first place, the number 1 seed in the RPI. Olympus at number 2 and Mountain View at 3. After that, teams have been mixing around quite a bit. Payson is the highest ranked team in the RPI from the Region 8. And they are at number 8 in the state RPI for 5A. And Maple was at 11. This type of win for Maple could easily put them up just a little bit more. Wasatch is sitting at 17 in the RPI before this game tonight. And, you know, the magic number is 16. If you can be in the top 16 for the RPI, you can host in the first round. That RPI becomes a really big factor. And if you can stay in that top 16, you can host a team in the first round. That means you get a home game in the first round of the state tournament. Now, in the position that they're at, Wasatch 17 in the RPI, Park City at 19, and that was before the Park City win over Wasatch on Tuesday night. So there could be some jockeying of RPI rankings there. Salem Hills at 20, Springville at 24, and Spanish Fork in the 29th spot, the last spot in the RPI rankings in 5A. Once again, Wasatch able to still have a very important move up in the RPI rankings. It's not impossible for them to still be able to place where they want to for that RPI ranking in the first round of the state tournament. They, with 2 games left at this point, Wasatch obviously with a couple of wins, could do it. Now the problem is Wasatch plays Payson, the number 1 Region 8 team. They are at Payson on Tuesday night, the 16th of February. And although these 2 teams played very close last time, then they play Salem Hills on Friday the 19th. That will be the next home game for Wasatch here in the Nest. That's Friday the 19th of February against Salem Hills. So for Wasatch to have a shot at that first round host, you'd have to think that they'd have to win both of those games next week, and they definitely can do it. They've showed some great signs of promise as a team and great athleticism, and so they'd have to think that would be something that they could do next week, be able to win too. Maple Mountain, the Golden Eagles, really helped themselves with this win tonight. That's a big win for them to play, because this is not an easy place to play, although none of the teams having the home court advantage that they typically have, just simply because the fans just aren't here. But they play Salem Hills also next week. Maple will play Salem Hills at home against Salem Hills on Tuesday the 16th, and then they finish their regular region season at Springville on Friday the 19th. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. We want to once again thank you for joining us here on Sting TV. Once again, the final score: Maple Mountain 68, Wasatch 54. And we want to thank all those who helped with the production here tonight. We miss the students and their camera work, and Miss Corey Lang here. And we want to thank you once again for joining us. I'm Brent Martindale. Thanks for joining us. We will be back here Tuesday night with the Wasatch girls team hosting a game on Tuesday night. And we'll see you at that time. Until then, take care, be safe, and we'll see you soon.